Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to the esteemed listeners of Al Ansar.
Wa alaikum salam.
Alhamdulillah, it's hard work and planning that goes in from months. Actually, to bring this tournament together, I think dates were set from last year November, if I stand to be corrected. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. As my colleagues on either side of me, as much as we are on the local organizing committee, as well as my colleague from Hartley, Dawood Dilesh, we obviously wear many caps, but at the end of the day, whichever cap we obviously put on, we do it for the benefit and the love of the children.
Right.
And that is our main goal and the aim and the intentions behind the whole thing.
Right.
And more importantly, I think, is what we should strive and where we want to get is obviously building this brotherhood and unity. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of energy that goes into it, planning. What people actually do see there is just what's after a lot of hard work
and time. It's just the end result.
Correct.
People don't realize what goes in. 100%. The long process behind this one-day event.
I was actually told by my wife the other day, I come home to sleep.
Because you are putting so much effort into this event.
Correct.
Now, Coach Shaheen, this tournament is being hosted across 3 venues, Ridge Park, Al Falah and Hartley, with the finals being held at Hartley. How important is this shared effort between all 3 institutions?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This collaboration that we have between Al Falah College, Orient and Hartley Road School, it shows, especially between the collaboration between these 3 schools, it shows that what can be achieved when the institutions work together.
Right.
I mean, if we have one shared vision and we work together, alhamdulillah, we can bring out the strengths of each institution, and together we can create something much bigger than just one school alone by themselves. And for the last, I would say in the last 5 to 6 years, these 3 schools and the local organizing committee along with AMS officials have taken this football tournament to the next level. I can remember when we only had maybe 20 teams that were participating, and as of today we've got 80.
Wow, 80 teams.
80 teams.
That's
and
massive.
if you had to look at it, 10 kids per team, we're looking at 800 kids participating in a one-day tournament.
Brilliant.
Just one added aspect to this, we do have Orient on standby with regards to their venue. They are under construction, the grounds are under construction. If they can get it ready in time, then Orient would become a venue for the under 17 and 19s, inshallah.
Now, Coach Haidar, how important is, this year's theme is Kickstart Your Future. What does this message mean to you, and how should players embrace it?
Alhamdulillah, we want our players to realize that there are opportunities through play and through sport. I think one of the things I touched on earlier when we spoke as well, that while the overall objective of the tournament is to create brotherhood and to create this ikhwa, this unity amongst ourselves, I think we must not lose sight of the fact that there is a lot of professional opportunity with regards to sport. I mean, sitting here in studio is 3 heads of sport that obviously has made a career out of sport.
Right.
So when we speak of Kickstart Your Future, now Al Baraka have their objective with regards to planning and saving, and that's a brilliant initiative from our sponsor Al Baraka Bank. But I think we on the sporting side, when we look at it, then we look at professional opportunities through sport. And I did touch on earlier as well that I think, and I'd like other schools as well to embrace this, that we 3 leading schools in within the AMS I think have embraced. And I think over the last couple of years, be it Al Falah, be it Hartley, ex-Hartley primary school learners that have come on to Al Falah or Orient, have really made a profession out of sport. We have ex-learners that have represented South Africa. We have ex-professionals, whether it's into biokinetics or it's into sports management. I think sport is a profession, so we'd like to share this message that we can make something through sport.
We had a lovely morning this morning at the Al Baraka offices. Talking about Al Baraka, how important is sponsorship in making an event like this possible, and what message would you like to share with your partners and supporters?
Fahim, if I have to say, your question is obviously how important. I think that's non-negotiable.
Right.
These events will never be made possible without the help of the sponsors. And on that point, while we're on air, I'd like to take the opportunity in thanking Al Baraka Bank for their continuous support towards these initiatives and these events. They've been going on for a few years now, and we hope to grow that. you know, the success of these tournaments actually lies in the support of these sponsors.
Right.
And I'd like to make a plea to Al Baraka to continue the amazing work that they're doing, not just for soccer but for netball, and providing a platform for our sisters, for our children, and obviously our future generations. So without them, these things would definitely not be possible.
Right, yeah.
And I actually call on other sponsors, give back to our children, give back to our future generation, inshallah.
Ameen. Now, I'm an ex-Al Falah student, but be honest now, Coach Shaheen, when when your teams face each other, does that whole friendly part of rivalry go out the window? Because I know there's been strong rivalry between Al Falah and Orient. I don't know if it's still there. Now, Amina is an Orient girl. I'm the Al Falah boy.
Well, I'm also an Orient boy, but anyway, the friendly part
Traitor.
is always it's always there in spirit.
Right.
But once the whistle blows, everyone is competitive.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. I mean, football, we come together. There's passion on the field, but the minute we leave the field, there's respect off the field as well.
Right.
And Alhamdulillah, our 3 schools and all the schools in the AMS, what would we call it? Association of AMS,
Right.
has the same motto. I mean, we come together under one banner. We come together in the light of brotherhood, and there's passion, of course, on the field. Everyone wants to win,
Right.
especially Coach Haider from Orient. I mean, he's been trying for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
But when we get off, there's respect all the time, and there's always some healthy banter as well.
Yeah. So Coach Haider obviously believes that Orient is the best.
Of course. I mean, my trophy cabinet speaks for itself.
I beg to differ. I just like to say in the last, let's call it 3 years, Coach Haider did come close.
Yeah.
But Alhamdulillah, we managed to peg it at the end.
Okay, so Coach Haider, which venue secretly believes that they'll be hosting the strongest team this year?
Well, we believe we have 2 strong teams in almost all divisions. So, alhamdulillah, Orient will be competing quite strongly. And we hope to share 1 or 2 with the other schools. But the bulk of it will be coming back to Orient, inshallah.
Right, so now we have 3 coaches here. Okay, who is the most animated coach on the sidelines between the 3 of you guys?
He's not here today.
Yeah, actually, I was going to say the same thing.
Who?
I think all 3 of them are not here.
Our brother Ozzy Park
Oh, okay.
from Al Falah College.
Right.
Fine, just on the point there, my 2 colleagues on either side of me here.
Yes.
And I just want to share this with our broader community.
Yeah.
I can't recall a time that I sat in their company without this banter happening. But my message behind this is that we may compete with each other on the field,
Right.
but the brotherhood and unity is off the field. And I think that's the greater message, is that we should always keep in mind is that the unity and the brotherhood, that's most important. And on a lighter note, is that you've never heard Hartley say, "It's ours, we're taking it."
Yeah.
Like these 2 brothers have been doing it just now. We show it on the field, my brother.
I'm saying maybe because
Inshallah.
Hartley is just primary.
Primary, I remember the seniors or the high school currently has been coming off from Hartley.
Yes. Right.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
The roots, we don't forget the roots.
The roots are from Hartley, eh? Now, okay, what, without giving too much away, do you see your own venue making it to the finals at Hartley? Or your own teams at Hartley or Al Falah or Orient?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, we like I mentioned, I think we've put in the work. I mean, all schools, like I mentioned earlier as well, this AMS event to us may seem like a soccer tournament, but for the learners associated to the Muslim schools, I think this is the World Cup, and there's been a lot of preparation, a lot of training, a lot of investment has went into preparation. So we are quite confident that we are ready, and I think we'll compete well. And I am hoping for the best for Orient Islamic School.
Okay, now this message says, Salams, love the AMS fever. Would just like to say that there are 3 major powerhouses in studio today. We all have the same goal, and they should be commended. A big shout out to Orient. No, wait, hold on. What about Al Falah and Hartley? Rooting for you all the way. Bring it home from A. You are being very biased here.
I think so.
Yeah. Delete for A's, mate. No, I'm joking. So, another one, let's talk to Coach Shaheen. What can supporters, because you mentioned this as well earlier when you were talking at the breakfast, that what can supporters and community look forward to over the course of the tournament?
The one thing I will always say is they can look forward to the food.
There we go.
We're not short of any vendors that's out there, and the food at every vendor is at every venue is fantastic. I mean, we expect exciting matches. There's great talent out there. There's also such young kids that are playing at such high level football at the age of 9 years and 8 years old. I mean, it brings about a positive atmosphere. This is more than just a tournament for most of the guys that come out, like Coach Haider said. It's a celebration of our youth sport and the community spirit. You know, we have your grannies and grandfathers that come out. We've got the aunties and uncles, and even sometimes the neighbors come out to come and support the young ones. And we're hoping and we're asking everyone to come out and support in the spirit of brotherhood and healthy competition.
When is it happening?
This Saturday, 9th of May.
Okay.
At Hartley Road. Hartley Road Primary will host the under 9 and 13 divisions. Al-Falah College, the under 11 and 15 divisions. And tentatively Orient Islamic School or Rich Park for the 17 and 19 divisions.
Right. Now, if a person who doesn't have any children at any of the schools and would like to watch the matches, can they do that?
So from what we believe, Alhamdulillah, we just got some amazing news that when we were at the press conference this morning. So the scores and everything can be followed live on 25. Right. Alhamdulillah. And the finals that's taking place at Hartley after Maghrib, that evening of the night, Saturday, is going to be live streamed and also be on Hilal TV.
Right.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, excellent. But talking about coming to the venue, can people come to the venue?
Yeah, absolutely. Open to the greater public.
Yes.
And if you've got nothing to do, if you're not busy, or if you can cut off your plans, then join us in Hartley, inshallah.
Are there tickets to be purchased?
Nothing. Zero.
So it's free. You can just come and watch. You can just watch it. Great.
So just on that point as well. So Alhamdulillah, we've managed to secure Rich Park as our official parking at a fee of 20 rand. We've obviously hired out the venue. That's the official parking. We've been told by Metro they'll be there to assist us with traffic. However, they will not be lenient when it comes to those parking illegally and obviously blocking driveways. They'll obviously tow them away without notice. So we're hoping, inshallah, the greater public, those who are attending, will obviously park correctly and utilize the parking that has been provided. But I think on that point as well, I think I have to emphasize is that it's part of our deen, not to create inconvenience.
Absolutely.
And if we need to send a message out, that should be the one that, you know what, we would actually be considered towards the next person or to the next faith as well.
Absolutely. Coaches, thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you all the best on your tournament. May it be a success and may it grow strides and big falls in the future.
Jazakallah for having us. And Fahim, we'll bring up a challenge to you. We'd like to see you there, inshallah.
Ameen. Amina is going to come for sure with the food. So we're going. Yeah.
Inshallah.
There we go. That's Coach Haider from Orient Islamic. We got Coach Mather from Hartley, and we got Coach Shaheen from Al-Falah talking to us about the ANS tournament that's happening this weekend. Stay with us in the afternoon jam. 5 o'clock now. Time for news with Eric Medina.
Radio Al-Ansar. An informative Islamic global perspective. This is Al-Ansar News.
Making news this hour, the 5th of May, the news from Durban 90.4 FM, Pietermaritzburg 105.6 FM. KwaZulu-Natal is urged to prepare for fire season as municipalities face compliance